Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is your favorite show, Daily Calls, a show that addresses all your stock-related queries. Now, in case you're watching this show for the first time, over the next 45-50 minutes, we will be addressing top-most stock queries that you have from your portfolio with our top guests. Now, in case you have a query, how do you send it to us? Well, the WhatsApp number is flashing on your screens. So this is where you can send in your questions. Don't forget to mention your name, your location and your contact details as well, so that we can give you an opportunity to speak to the top market experts to get a custom-made advice for your stock-related portfolio as well. Now, in case you're also watching our show live on our YouTube platform, that's on Business Today, then you can also use the comment section there to send us your questions. And I can pick up those questions and address it to our top guests of the day. Well, we do have our guest who's already joined in for you. We have Mr. Kunal V. Parar, Vice President Technical Research at Choice Equity Broking, now with us. Warm welcome, Kunal. Good to have you with us. Well, the Christmas week has started, but we are also seeing slight cheer coming back onto the D Street. 23,800 is back on the Nifty with us. Do you think the worst is behind in terms of the last 5 days that we've witnessed on the D Street? That's really tested a lot of patience of investors. What is it that you expect for this Santa week?
Exactly. Means this is a week where volatility will be like too high, and we may see some downside momentum as well. No doubt, today's index is up by 200 points, and the Bank Nifty is up by 500 points. But nothing to cheer it about, because I think FI is in continue in selling mode, and
Yeah.
we may see further pain from the present level. So one strategy, and where almost one should focus particularly on this part. It's a accumulate at present level, because market is down from its high by almost 10 to 11 percentage. So this is a perfect time where one can accumulate for long term perspectives. Not only this, even they can go for averages. I think after this Jan of Feb, we may see some upside momentum, and even Nifty may hit its all time high as well. So this time, this market just needs little bit patience from investor sides.
Okay. Well, that's as far as the market expectation is. We have some viewers who are joining in early on our YouTube platform. So let me just welcome all of them as well. Neha Jain says, hello Sakshi, good morning. How are you, Neha? Good afternoon. We have Satya saying, good morning Sakshi, good afternoon now. Satya, Joy Manoj Kumar also says, good afternoon ma'am. How are all of you? Thank you so much for joining in with your questions. Keep sending them to us and we will address all these questions with our guest today. First, let's take Neha's question, Kunal. Neha says, I have BGR Energy at the rate of 120. It is on upper circuit. Can I know what could be my target price and where exactly should I exit? So she's bought this stock at 120 odd levels and right now it's at 89 and still lower than her own purchase price. This stock is moving circuit to circuit. Your sense of whether she should continue to stay put till the time her price arrives on this one, or should she use any opportunity that she gets to exit? Should she exit here?
Well, right now stock is trading in upper circuit, and it is trading at 89.40. And the way stock has been trading, I think this stock may hit its 120 level. And if stock breaks this 120, the further upside will be there up to the level of 140. But it will be like too risky to hold the stock beyond the 120, because I am not seeing any further upside, because the stock is continuously hitting its upper circuit. And when it downside, it was locking in lower circuit as well. So it's better to exit if stock approaches 120.
Okay, got that. Let's take the next question. This is from Satya. He says on the NBFC space, he has a question on two stocks. One is M&M Finance and the other one is Poonawalla FinCorp. He wants to know, have both of these stocks bottomed out to average now? What is your suggestion? I have long-term view on both M&M Finance and Poonawalla FinCorp. So M&M Finance currently about 0.6% higher at 267 odd levels. That's buzzing strong. And Poonawalla FinCorp has also had a good 2024 year. Right now up by about 0.3% at 319. What would your sense be on both these stocks, Kunal?
If we talk about medium term to long term for the for both of these stock, M&M Final looks very attractive at present level, because stock has a
Okay.
strong support somewhere around 260, 240. So this is the perfect time where one can go for creating a long-term position M&M Finance. Now, if we talk about Poonawalla, then Poonawalla FinCorp is as well looking at attractive level. Right now, Poonawalla is trading at the 320 level. Downside strong support comes somewhere around 300 level. Yeah, again, this stock looks very attractive for creating a long-term position. So for long-term purposes, both stock are trading at very strong support. One can go for creating a long in both the stock.
Okay, got that. Next, let's take another question. This is on our WhatsApp number that we have got from Hyderabad. Wajid Khan has written in. He says, I have Swan Energy shares, 213 quantity. My average price is 790. What could be the long-term strategy for this stock, and any target that you can suggest on this one as well? Swan Energy currently at 745, but he has bought it at 790. What is your outlook on this one, Kunal?
The outlook is very much positive. Stock has recently given a breakout of its, ascending triangle formation, but no doubt we are seeing some minor correction because of negative sentiment is there across the market. So hold this position with strict as well of 700 on a closing basis. We can see upside momentum up to the level of given 810, and if stock breaks this 810 this time, then further upside momentum would be there up to the level of 920. So hold the stock with strict as well of 700. We can see good upside momentum up to the level of 900.
Okay, got that. So that's the view that's coming in. Let's take the next question. This is from Rahul Surya. He says, on Tejas Networks, I need an outlook. I have 60 shares at the rate of 600. What is your view now? Tejas Networks was one of the stocks that was sharply in buzz, and he's also bought it at an attractive level of 600. His profit is almost doubled, or his entry price was 600 at an attractive level. Now it's at 1207. But during the entire telecom buzz, this was the stock that was clearly outperforming. But over the last few weeks, again it has come under subdued pressure of the entire space. Your sense on how should he go forward with Tejas?
Well, this stocks looks very attractive, particularly for medium term to long term. No doubt, stock has been trading in a range bound momentum only since last 4 to 5 months. But stock has a strong support somewhere around 1140. So I would suggest to hold this stock with strict SL of 1114. First target that we can see is a 1400, and if stock breaks this 1400, then further upside will be there up to the level of 1800. So hold the stock with strict SL of 1140 on a closing basis.
Okay, got that. So I hope this has answered your question. Next, we have Krishna from Vijayawada saying, hi Kunal sir, could you please tell me, once you had suggested 3 stocks for me for the long term, Geo Finance, Bajaj Finance and Tata Tech. I have already averaged Geo Finance and Bajaj Finance today. Now I want to know whether Tata Tech can continue to be averaged at the current levels. Are you still bullish on these 3 stocks? So a follower of your, Kunal, wanting to reiterate your view right there.
Krishnaji, thanks for following our advice and BTTV. Krishnaji, nothing to worry about these 3 stocks, Tata Techno, Bajaj Housing and Geo Finance. No doubt we are seeing some downside momentum, particularly in Tata Technos. It is hitting its fresh new low, but nothing to worry about this, particularly for long-term purposes. Now, this you can go for SIP model as well for three stocks, because Tata Tech is from very well-known pedigree, and we may see some upside momentum as well in the counter up to the level of 1140, and moreover with 1400 would be there. Now this is for short to medium term, but if you talk about long term, then ultimate target that we can see in this counter is 2100 that we can see in the long term. So nothing to worry about. Yes, you can go for average as well in these 3 stocks, and particularly for Tata Techno. What I would suggest, you can go for SIP model as well, so at least you can balance your average price.
Okay, got that. So I hope this has answered your question, Krishna, and thanks for following Kunal's advice on the channel as well. Let's take another question. This is from Vineet Kulkarni. He says, I want to share a mistake that I have done on IREDA on 5th of December 2023. I bought it at around 200 and okay, so his price is not clear. No. He says that in 2023 the stock price was around 64 when I did not buy, and now it has actually gone up to 202. What to do? Okay, so that's the question. But you also know, Vineet, this has actually slipped quite a lot from its highs as well. In the recent consolidation and correction, it in fact went below 200 levels too, and now it's slowly and gradually inching higher. In the last 6 months, if we look at the kind of move that we've seen on IREDA, you will get to know the kind of price action that we have seen. But Kunal, how would you advise on IREDA for someone to really look at the stock at 202 current levels?
Right now, stock is trading at 203 level. Now, stock is in downtrend, but nothing to worry about this stock because fundamental is very much on above average for these counters, and particularly the future is very bright when it comes to renewable energy in Indian space. So right now, stock is trading at 202. Now, if you are looking for short term, then wait for this counter to go over to sustain about 213, because if this counter sustain about 213, then in meantime we can see good upside momentum up to the level of 228. And if stock breaks this 228, and further upside would be there up to the level of 270. So wait.
सलाह देना चाहेंगे?
वेल मेरी सलाह यही है, 2700 के अराउंड आपकी खरीदारी है, फिलहाल होल्ड करके रखिए। नो डाउट आपको लॉस हो रहा है, लेकिन फंडामेंटली काफी अच्छी कंपनी है। रिसेंटली मैनेजमेंट लेवल पे कुछ इश्यूज थे, जिसके बेस पे स्टॉक में हमें एक डाउनसाइड की मोमेंटम देखने को मिली है, प्लस रिजल्ट भी थोड़ा सा वीक आया था, यही एक कारण है। नाउ कहा जाता है कि अगर आपको एक अच्छा खासा पैसा बनाना है लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए, तो आप तभी खरीदे जब स्टॉक पीटा हुआ हो, और वो स्टॉक खरीदे जो फंडामेंटली काफी अच्छा हो। नो डाउट बड़े प्लेयर मार्केट में आए हैं, लेकिन एशियन पेंट की भी एक मोनोपोली रही है। सो मैं कहूंगा कि स्टॉक के ऊपर आप फोकस बनाए रखिए। रीजन लेवल पे काफी अच्छा सपोर्ट फिलहाल 2200 का है स्टॉक पे, आप इस लेवल पे एवरेज करके चल सकते हो। आने वाले दिनों में ये स्टॉक में आपको अच्छा खासा मोमेंटम देखने को मिलेगा, और ये स्टॉक आने वाले दिनों में 3400 तक के लेवल आपको वापस दिखा सकता है।
ओके, गॉट दैट। इससे पहले कि हम बाकी के सवालों को लें, फटाफट से पहले ये देखते हैं कुणाल कि करंटली जिस तरीके का वॉलेटाइल माहौल चल रहा है, आपके हिसाब से ऐसे कौन कौन से सेक्टर्स हैं जो 2025 के लिए फोकस में होने चाहिए? क्योंकि इस समय हम लगातार उसी चीज़ों के ऊपर फोकस कर रहे हैं। इस साल का तो जो भी अभी तक का हम लोगों ने वॉलेटाइल माहौल था वो देख लिया, लेकिन क्या 2025 भी वॉलेटाइल रहने वाला है? क्या उसको देखते हुए कोई ऐसे सेक्टर्स हैं जिनसे पोर्टफोलियो को हेज मिल सकता है? ये समझाइए कि इन्वेस्टर्स को फोकस कैसे करना है 2025 के लिए, रणनीति क्या बनानी है?
Well, market जब ज़्यादा volatile है, then one should focus particularly on two stocks. It's a pharma and utility stocks, particularly you can say it's a FMCG. Recently, we have seen a very good upside momentum, particularly in the pharma stocks. You can say it's a Divi's Lab, Dr. Reddy, Lupina's there. So one should diversify their portfolio by including pharma sectors and utility, particularly these FMCG stocks. So in pharma, one can focus, one can keep an eye on Divi's Lab, Dr. Reddy, and Lupin. Well, whereas if you talk about FMCG, then 2 to 3 stocks are there on which like I have been keeping my eye. First is Tata Consumer, second is ITC, and third one is Godrej CP. So these three stocks looks very attractive, particularly pharma. And I think two sectors will be there, which will be like in a very aggressive mode, and it's defense and it's IT. So if you want to add aggressive sectors, particularly by avoiding this diversification, then one can focus on IT and defense sector as well.
Okay, got that. So there you have it from Kunal, a strategy for 2025. Next, we have a question from Jay Rami Reddy. He says, good afternoon, ma'am. Could you please go through the BGDL interim order? What is the impact? I'm holding 100 shares at the rate of 1300. Okay, BGDL. This must be Bharat Global Developers shares. Okay, yes. If we look at the current share price, it is at 1236 and seems to have been that the trading is suspended on this one. I will just help you out with the entire order right there that is coming today. SEBI has suspended trading in Bharat Global Developers over financial misrepresentation, viewers. So, in the interim order, the market regulator has also frozen illegal profits to the tune of 271.6 crores made by preferential allottees through the sale of shares. That seems to have been an issue, and therefore the trading has been suspended. Regulator has barred the company, its managing director Ashok Kumar Saveda, CEO Mohsin Sheikh, and directors Dinesh Kumar Sharma and Nirali Prabhat Bhai Karetha, and several preferential allottees of shares among 18 entities from the securities markets, which means they cannot have anything to do with the stock markets. Now, SEBI in the interim order, like I said, has frozen illegal profits of 271 crores already. This has come in after SEBI initiated an investigation into Bharat Global Developers following social media posts and complaints on December 16. Inquiry was triggered by a dramatic 105-fold increase in BGDL share price, which surged from 16 rupees in November of 2023 to all the way up to 1702 rupees in November of 2024. Regulator has examined the matter to determine whether the company has violated any securities laws included in the SEBI Act, prohibition of fraudulent and unfair trade practices regulations, listing obligations, and disclosure requirement regulations as well. Now, in this probe, SEBI has found that BGDL has replaced its management approved preferential allotments to select individuals and issued false disclosures about business expansion and partnerships, and these actions were a part of the scheme to manipulate the share prices and allow insiders to sell shares at artificially high prices. The company has also portrayed itself as a successful company with large contracts and technological expertise, none of which has been true. This misrepresentation has attracted unsuspecting investors and inflated the share price. Moreover, the financial statements of the company appear to misrepresent the true state of affairs of the company as well. So that is the state. Mr. Reddy, if you are holding this stock, there needs to be a lot of caution on this one. SEBI has taken into cognizance and has talked about investigation findings pointing out to some misrepresentation by the company. Artificially high prices were also traded by insiders right there. Now, this company is going to be in some trouble. Now, let's ask Kunal, what is the way out? So our viewer had this stock at 1300 levels. It's already come down. Trading has been suspended. We do not know how long will it be suspended for right now. What is the way out for our viewer right here, Kunal, on this one?
Frankly saying, one can't do anything particular because SEBI has halted its trading. Now, where one can sell his position, particularly in these stocks, and where promoters is indulging in in illegal activities, you can see company's future particularly. So nothing to talk about this company. I think it's a major concern for the shareholders.
Okay, I hope this has answered your question, Jay. This is going to be a troublesome one. Please look at, speak to your fundamental expert. The best way to avoid any such companies which are actually in the radar of SEBI for mispractices in the securities market. So be very, very careful. Already some of the initial reports that have just come in today are indicative of the insiders trying to artificially inflate the prices and trade at higher prices as well. Misrepresentation in financial records of the companies. These are red flags for any company. For any viewers who are listening in, please watch out for any stock really substantially shooting up very, very sharply higher in a short period of time, and definitely look at the fundamentals of the company, technical, speak to fundamental experts, and only then get into the companies. Otherwise, you will be caught in the wrong foot. So definitely look at that one. I hope this has answered your question, Jay. Okay, next we have a caller with us, Sai from Hyderabad with us. Hi Sai, good afternoon. What's your question? Sai, can you hear us? Okay, I think there is some connection issue. Sai, are you here with us?
Hello.
Hi Sai, go on with your question.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I hold Mazagon Dock and HAL and BDL.
Okay.
I'm actually thinking to sell off the shares because there is a fall in the shares. I'm actually sitting on a 10-15% profit in every share mostly.
Okay.
So what should be my strategy? Should I hold or
So
should I
are
sell
you a
off?
short-term investor or do you want to
No,
keep
midterm.
midterm?
I'm mostly
Midterm,
fixed
about
on
6
6 months or
months.
1 year. Yes,
6
yes,
months or
yes.
1 year. Okay. Kunalji, Mazagon, HAL, BDL. Sitting still on 10 to 15% profits, but these stocks have been continuously on the weaker trend. There has been some bounce, no doubt about it, in some of these stocks over the last 10 days, 15 days odd. What is the ideal view? Mazagon Doc, HAL, BDL?
Well, if you talk about these stocks related to it's a different stock only. Now, if position has been built particularly based on the long-term perspective only, then I would say please hold this stock because I think in budget 2025, government will more focusing on the budget part, particularly related to the export part, and these three companies will be like more beneficial towards this announcement. So if it's related to the long-term perspective, long-term purposes, then hold this stock. Now, if it's related to short-term purposes, then hold Moscow Dog as of now because stock has a strong support. HL this exit from this stock if it's related to trading part or short term part because further downside momentum would be up to the level of 3900 and BBL right now. BBL is trading at 3665. Please hold this stock with stick SL of 3520.
Okay, got that. So that's the view that's coming in on this one as well. Right, we will thank you then, Kunal, for being with us on this special edition to share with us all those views for all our viewers and helping them out with their questions. Thank you so much. Appreciate your time with us on the show. All right, viewers, what we will do now is move on to our next guest to help you out with your questions. Aditya Arora, founder of Analytics Stock Market Research, is now joining in. Aditya, warm welcome. Good to have you with us. And do tell us what is your own view on the markets? The green that we are seeing on the screen today, is it going to be seen for some more time, or is there going to be some more volatility right ahead of the truncated action on Wednesday?
Very good afternoon to you and to all our viewers. So it's a calm morning today compared to what we saw on Friday. It was complete bloodbath on Friday, and today markets are pretty calm. But I think consolidation is how I would term it because on Friday there were a lot of short positions build up. So we don't know how the markets will close at the end. But initially the markets are reacting positively, so that is good, and international markets also reacted positively on Friday. So it's a blend of positives and negatives, hence we cannot draw a conclusion right now. But if market inches towards 23,850, then I think we can conclude that tomorrow also we can see a good session in the market. But apart from that, we are seeing good stock specific buying that should continue for some time. Hence, I would see the market as neutral to slightly bullish as of now, and hence one should play stock specific. There's less action on the index front right now.
Okay. I'm all right. Let's going to be taking now some questions now for you, Aditya, so that you can answer to all our viewers. Okay, let's take this next question. This is coming from one of our viewers, and this is Ankur's question. He says, I have Imagicaaworld at the rate of 73 levels. Can it become a turnaround story in future? That's the question that's coming in for you. Imagicaaworld at 73 odd levels. What would you say on this one, Aditya?
Look, actually, the market cap of this stock is very less, so it actually classifies in small cap and tiny cap category, and a lot of speculation happen in such counters. So I hold very limited knowledge on that front. Also, from risk disclosure point of view, I said there's a lot of speculative activities happening usually on small counters. But if we had to talk on technical front, then I think you should actually get in this counter only above 91, where the trend could turn little positive. Right now, the stock is experiencing good selling pressure from 103 odd levels to almost 71. So, if the market environment turns negative, such stocks experience excessive selling. Hence, right now, I'm not very aggressively bullish on this counter, but technically the trend would turn positive above 91.
Okay, got that. And next we have a question from Rishikesh, and this question is on Adani Enterprises. He has this stock at 3100 levels. Now he wants to know what should a long-term investor really do on this one. We do know that Adani stocks have all been, a lot of turbulence has been seen on these stocks because of the US indictment news flow that came in about 1.5 2 months back, and there has been some recovery also to a large extent in most of them. But what next for Adani Enterprises? What's your view?
I think Adani Enterprise is sort of a range bound stock, as in we saw selling from 4,000 odd levels, then stock corrected to 1,000 levels, then it again bounced back to 4,000, 3,700, and again it's correcting to 2,000. So the trend is simple, you buy low and sell high, it's stuck in a range, and on the upper side, the range is 3,700 to 4,000, and on the lower hand side, it's 1,000 to 1,500. So at lower levels it's a buy, and at higher level if it comes around 3,700 or 4,000 it's a sell. So right now technically there's no breakout or breakdown, it's stuck in a broad range of 4,000 to 1,000. Hence it would be better if it comes at higher level and you sell it, and the range which I defined right now, lower levels of 1,000 to 1,500, at that time it would be a good buy.
Okay, got that. Well, we have another caller's, in fact, a viewer's question coming in on our WhatsApp. We have Aman from Kushinagar in UP. He's watching our show for the first time. Hi, Aman. Good afternoon and warm welcome to Daily Calls. His question is, I'm interested in buying Ganesha Ecosphere. And he wants to know, is it the right time to buy? And also, what are its future prospects? Today, the stock is down by 5.9%, 2087. That's the kind of move that we are seeing on this one. But if you look at the long-term charts also, Aditya, would you be able to advise a good stock to enter right now?
Right. So very good afternoon to Aman, and the stock actually had a good run up from 900 odd levels to 2,500 in last 1 year. So that's a fantastic run. But right now, if you see technically, then there's good amount of selling from higher levels of 2,500, and now the stock has corrected to 2,100 odd levels. I think technically it could correct further. So the good news for Aman is that he could get the stock at cheaper levels. Right now it's trading at 2,100. I think the next support is placed at 1,750 and then 1,500. Given that index is correcting, hence small cap and mid cap could correct even more. So better level to get in could be 1,750.
Okay, got that. We will now definitely take the next question, and this question is coming in from Mohit from Ludhiana. He says, I have 300 shares of Campus Activewear at the rate of 284. My time horizon is 2 years. Could you please guide?
Right. Post the listing, Campus Activewear had a very good rally from 300 odd levels to 600. It doubled, but it gave all of its gains and it's trading below its IPO price also. So that shows disinterest of the institutions, and institutions are selling at the higher levels. So simply by technical analysis or volume analysis or the kind of lower low, lower high patterns it is making, I believe there's still some time when this stock will turn a good buy. I think it can again test its lower level of 210 to 20, because the stock is in lower high, lower low pattern. Right now, I maintain a sell on rise kind of view on this stock. So I think he should wait for the lower levels. Right now, I think maybe there's some more weakness pending over here.
Okay, got that. Next, let's take another question, and this is from Namita, and she says, could you please get my question answered? I could not see the video; it got stuck for a few minutes. On Just Dial, I have 250 shares at an average price of 1125. Will this correct more?
I think yes, the stock may correct more because stock made almost two attempts to cross 1400 odd levels. From there, the stock has been smashed to 980, and now it's again making lower high, lower low pattern. Although stock is at support, so I think 900 could be a better support compared to 980. I think a little bit of downside is there. So right now it's not a buy but a sell on rise trend here could be seen.
Okay, got that. So that's the view that's coming in on this one. Let's take the next question. We have a caller with us, Kalpesh Patel from Mumbai. Hi, Kalpesh. Good afternoon. How are you? ठीक है. ओके, शॉर्ट सेल किया हुआ है रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज को 1250 पर. टारगेट पूछ रहे हैं 1140 के नीचे आ सकता है क्या ये स्टॉक, अगर हम दिसंबर एक्सपायरी की ही बात करें तो. आपका क्या व्यू पॉइंट है यहाँ पर आदित्य?
देखिए स्टॉक ऑलरेडी बहुत करेक्ट हो चुका है। पहले तो मैं उनको कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट करना चाहूँगा क्योंकि बहुत कम लोग एफएनओ में पैसा बनाते हैं और इनका ट्रेड ये सफल गया है, तो उनको बहुत बधाई। बट मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि ये लार्ज कैप स्टॉक है, तो फिर इसमें यूजुअली डिप्स पे थोड़ी अच्छी बाइंग देखने को मिलती है। और अब स्टॉक ऑलमोस्ट 1600 1550 से लेके करेक्ट होके 1219 चला गया है। तो इस हफ्ते और नेक्स्ट वीक थोड़ा सा मुझे लगता है बाजार सपोर्ट पे है। तो शायद ये स्टॉक में एक बाउंस बैक देखने को मिल सकता है। तो यहाँ पे जो लेवल बेस्ड अप्रोच रहेगा वो ये रहेगा, 1200 के टूटने पे और थोड़ा स्टेबल रहने पे ही मंदी देखने को मिल सकती है। अदरवाइज मुझे लग रहा है स्टॉक में यहाँ पे बाउंस बैक के चांस है। तो यहाँ पे आप मुनाफा वसूली एक बार सोच सकते हैं उस बारे में, क्योंकि आज स्टॉक लीडरशिप दिखा रहा है बहुत दिन के बाद। तो मुझे लगता है यहाँ पे तेजी के थोड़े से आसार बनते हैं। तो मेरा व्यू इस पे न्यूट्रल टू बुलिश बन रहा है अभी हाल फिलहाल।
ओके, गॉट दैट. यहाँ पर आपको व्यू मिल चुका है. नेक्स्ट वील टेक वन लास्ट क्वेश्चन ऑन द शो देन. अंकुर का सवाल है और ये पूछना चाह रहे हैं आपसे, ज्योति स्ट्रक्चर्स के ऊपर आपका क्या व्यू है लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए. ज्योति स्ट्रक्चर्स का चार्ट देखकर बताइए कैसा लगता है अभी फिलहाल, और लॉन्ग टर्म के लिहाज से क्या यहाँ पर फ्रेश एंट्री लेना बनता है?
राइट, देखिए जो भी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर कंपनी है उसमें काफ़ी अच्छा बूम देखने को मिला लास्ट 4 इयर्स में। बट रिसेंटली लास्ट 3 मंथ से बाजार जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर कंपनीज है और ये जितनी भी कंपनीज हैं, यूटिलिटी कंपनीज, वहाँ पे प्रॉफिट बुकिंग देखने को मिल रही है और ये सारी चीज़ें काफ़ी ओवर वैल्यूड हो गई है। इसलिए बाजार ये वैल्यूएशन को नज़र में रखते यहाँ पे थोड़े सेलिंग बिकवाली देखने को मिल रही है। इसलिए मुझे लगता है लॉन्ग टर्म के लिए अगर आपका विचार है तो आप बेटर लेवल्स आपको शायद मिल सकते हैं। मुझे लगता है कि कंपेयर टू 30.49 जो अभी चल रहा है, उससे कंपेयर 20 एक अच्छा लॉन्ग टर्म सपोर्ट है। तो वहाँ पे आप रिकंसिडर करें। अभी जिस हिसाब से पिछले महीने में बिकवाली देखने को मिली, 40 के ऊपर जाके स्टॉक 30 पे टिका है, तो जो काइंड ऑफ सेलिंग प्रेशर दिख रहा है, मुझे लगता है कि नीचे के लेवल पे एंट्री लेना बेटर रहेगा कंपेयर टू द करंट टाइम्स। सो करंटली माय व्यू इज सेल ऑन राइज।
Okay, got that. So that's the view that's coming in. All right, we will thank you then on this note for sharing all these wonderful strategies for all our viewers, answering their questions patiently. And we hope this really helps them out in getting the right direction in which they have to move forward on their investments. All right, viewers, time to wind up this show, but do stay tuned. Even after daily calls, there'll be a lot of interesting conversations that will follow on what should you be doing with your money and investments in the stock market. So stay tuned. Interesting conversations on Market Guru coming up right up next.
Many countries in the tropical world seem to have an inequality problem. Climate does matter. Size matters. It's much easier for smaller countries to achieve greater equality